And I am Sananda, and I come to be with you at this time in this continuing time of great change that is upon you, that you are right in the midst of now, each and every one of you, as an individual, as a group, and as a collective consciousness of the entire planet. Change is upon you. And as that change is upon you, there are different things that you can do to be preparing for that change. But the most important thing to prepare for the changes is to be in the moment now. Not to be in the past, not to be holding on to the past, to the old past programming, the third dimensional illusion, not holding on to that at all, letting all of that go. And not only focusing on the future and what is coming, for whatever it is that's coming is going to be here. And you being in the present moment prepares you for whatever it is that comes. That is how you need to look at this. As many of you have been looking at this as a movie playing out. And indeed it is, if you look at it that way. If you look at it, and not saying that any of you are, but there are those across the planet that are looking at this as doom and gloom. This is the end times, the biblical end times. Although all of you know that it is not the biblical end times. It is the end times, though. The end times of an era, and the beginning of a new era, a new golden age upon this planet, going back, hearkening back to those times in Lemuria that was a golden age that you lived through. And then you moved into the dark ages. Now you are moving out of the dark ages and into the light, into the new golden age of Gaia. This is that time that you have all been preparing for, waiting for, working toward. And you indeed are the ones that are bringing this change forward. We have said this to you many, many times. But you must live in the present moment to fully experience the changes as they are happening. Not as the changes that the cabal or the dark forces want you to experience, but the changes that you want to experience, that you want to have. And how do you prepare for these changes? You prepare by just being in the moment. Yes, indeed, you can store various food sources, water, all of these necessities of life. Can that hurt? No, it cannot. But is it necessary? That will be up to each and every one of you to decide that for yourselves. But be in the moment. Prepare in the moment right now. And if you continue to prepare in the moment, then you will be ready for what comes next. And what comes next after that, and next after that. And before you know it, the movie, as you have been watching, will have played itself out. And you will be ready for the new changes to come upon you. Not the third dimensional expression and the programming of old, but the new programming that you are bringing into the new existence in fourth and fifth dimensional experience. The ascension process. That is the changes that you came here for and to bring here. The changes, the process of ascension. That is what all of mankind, that is what all of life prepares for, is their own ascension, their own personal ascension, their own collective ascension. But as you know, this is the only time that a collective ascension happens at the same time as a planetary ascension occurs. These are immense times you are moving into now. But again, just practice each and every moment being in that moment. Enjoy in that moment. Find whatever joy and happiness and oneness and love you can experience in that moment. You will find that each and every moment following after will be exactly as you have created it becoming. That is important, for it is your creation that is bringing this forward. I am Sananda, and I leave you in peace and oneness and love, and that you continue to move forward in this ascension process by just simply being in the moment, moment after moment after moment, and let the future take care of itself. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Greetings to one who serves here. Shoshana is here, and we are ready to move forward in this program that was started quite some time ago. We speak not only of this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes that you have had, where you have been working toward this exact time in your history, in your future, as you are living it right now, in the moment. So fasten your seatbelts, friends, brothers and sisters, because things might get just a little bit rocky along the way yet, but you will persevere. You will move through this because you are destined to do so. We are ready for your questions if you have them.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
It appears that Texas is getting ready to secede from the Union. I was wondering if you could comment on that, and then the all the action at the border with the the Biden administration and the fight that might be going on there coming up real soon.
Although we cannot tell you directly how this is going to play out, we can tell you that it is going to play out. It will work out exactly as it needs to in each every moment moving forward. We know that is not what you want to hear. You want to hear, yes, there is going to be clashes of both sides and good versus evil, and this will be the end of the movie or the beginning of the movie, however you wish to look at this. We cannot do that, though, but we can tell you that it is a great moment that is approaching here, a great moment of that will bring about massive change to the population of this country, of the United States, for America, in terms of moving closer and closer to what it was intended those 200 plus years ago of the new republic, the republic that this was supposed to be. But as we have said before, as you have heard before, this is not only the change here in this country, in the United States for America, and the new republic for this country. It is a new republic for the entire planet, for the world consciousness, as they become ready for it. So just allow the process to play out. Watch it, be aware of it, do not become attached to it, though. Just know that it is going to play out exactly as it needs to, in the moment by moment by moment. Shoshana, do you have anything you want to add here?
We can add our perspective. Dear brother, do you wish for our perspective?
Yes, I do. Very much so. Thank you.
Dear brother, there is a much bigger picture playing out here. And it is not about the state that you know as Texas leaving the United States It is not about that. It is about creating an atmosphere of sovereignty by each state, that each state would rule itself, and that the federal meddling government stay out of a state's business, you see. The timeline that is being created right now by the experiences that Texas is having is creating a timeline for each state to create its own sovereignty, its own governance, you see. So it is much bigger than one state leaving a union. It is about each state becoming its own state, its own nation, you see. There will be, as this timeline is formed, there will be regional councils. There will be regions rather than countries, you see. Regions that identify with like-minded people that have an semblance of what we will call rules or laws that are agreed to by the people of those regions, run by councils, not run by governments. That is what is coming, you see. What you are seeing now is the beginning of that, the beginning of this new timeline that creates sovereignty for each individual region. Namaste.
Very good. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes.
Would there be other questions here?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I already spoke about it in the chat group earlier about White Cloud's prediction from New Zealand that the rocky part is going to get severely rockier than the one we've been up against already. And I know you don't perhaps able to say exactly, but I was wondering the nature of it, like that it'll divide the world into those who agree and those who disagree and those who don't know who to agree with. And I just wondered, is this to do with microchipping the human? Like, what's the nature of this turbulence?
We will tell you that this is certainly somebody needs to mute their phone. We will say here.
It is a speaker.
Please mute your phone. Is that better? No. We cannot continue.
It is done.
There, very good. Please repeat your question somewhat here, as there was a little bit of a disconnect here.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
He said that things are going to get worse than they have been so far. And it's designed underneath the plan to wake more people up into their ascension process. But he wouldn't say, it kind of creates a little bit of fear to know, I mean, we've been through so much already. And what is the nature of this next upheaval that he's forecasting? I just wondered if you're allowed to say. And then what crossed my mind was, you know, is this to do with, well, I could be way off base here, but is it to have something to do with, you know, chipping people so that they have more capacity through artificial intelligence processes? Like, are you allowed to tell us a little more so we have some idea?
As this one was not able to say exactly what it was, just to hint in ways that these changes are certainly coming. There is a divergence of the timelines coming very much here, where there will be those who will believe in one direction and those who will believe in another direction. And it is going to be a very strong divergent timeline shift here. It is in process, and it is certainly going to continue and become more and more and more so. But there will be those that are in the undecided area as well. And those are the ones that are going to be reached here. Those are the ones that are going to be able to make that decision to hopefully move forward in their own ascension process as well. So it is not something to be, for you, those of you in this group, those of you that resonate to these words, those of you that are the light workers and light warriors, it is not something for you to be certainly no fear of here, for that is the old programming, and you need to move as much further and further away from this old programming as you can. So have no fear through this. Have no attachment through this as you do move through these times. Do not be concerned about the chipping, as you have said, the microchipping and things of this nature, although that will be tried here. They are in the process of attempting to do so.
You must mute your phone. Please mute your phone. There is much disturbance.
Very good. Then we are done for this at this time.
We wish
yes?
to share.
Very good.
We wish to share here, and we believe that this one will give us permission to share. And here's what we wish to share. Your world has always been divided. This is not new. There are many factions in your world. There are those that wish to believe that there is a second coming that will come and scoop them all up. That is a big belief. There are those that believe in autonomy, complete autonomy. There are those that do not believe or believe that the government should care for them. This is not new. These are all factions of your world, you see. Here is what is the most important part of this. Your beliefs and your vibration will bring you what you will join with, you see. You will join with the like-minded people that believe the way that you believe, that vibrate the way you vibrate. And if your desire is freedom, you will attract those that wish for freedom. If your desire is a social state, you will attract that, you see. It is about vibration and consciousness, and it always has been. So rather than look at what is occurring in bits and pieces, simply look at what you wish for, what you stand for, and maintain that vibration. Namaste.
Very good. Would there be any other questions here?
Yes, I have a question, beloved ones. I've been pondering this for a little while. Since way back when, I have wondered how it could be that the numbers actually bring a particular energy, and that the alignment of the stars, for instance, seems to bring a particular energy. And I wanted to posit a theory and see if it's on the line of correct. Okay, so, and it's very, very dumbed down, I know, but let's say you had a computer program and it said, if X and Y align, then we send this energy. Whoever sends it, be it the sun, the stars, whatever. If this numbers are occurring, then we send this energy. If this numbers and this alignment is occurring, we send this energy. Is it kind of at all in any way, shape, or form like that? If not, how is it?
We will tell you that there is certainly much in the way of alignment of the stars, of the planets, of what you call your astrology, very much so in terms of your birth date and all of this associated with the stars. This is all very important for each individual as well as the collective as well. So there is the need for certain alignments to occur to bring about the various changes that are in the process of happening or have already happened and are still yet to come here. So you are correct in many respects here, but there is so much more deeper levels to this, which we are not able to go into at this point. Perhaps Shoshana can give a little bit more perspective on this, but we do not even know if we have answered your question directly here. But Shoshana, do you have anything to add here?
We will share here. We wish for this sister to formulate her question once more as concisely as possible, please, dear sister.
Okay. I'm wondering of the how it could be possible. And is it because there's some sort of like program that says, you know, when this occurs in the stars and this occurs in the numbers, send this energy. And if this occurs and that occurs, then send this energy, because there is an alignment. I see that. But how is it possible? And that will help me to be able to, you know, maybe even share it with other people or whatever. But
And are you saying that you will send a certain energy? Who will send this energy?
well, I'm thinking it might be in the program, like, you know, the sun sends it or the moon sends it in certain alignments, or I'm saying like the entity that embodies it, or the archangel, or maybe the whole collective. Maybe that's all built in there.
And are you asking what numbers mean?
I'm asking how it's possible that the alignment of the stars causes a certain energy to actually come, or the numbers causes a certain energy to come. That's what we, I think, on Earth can't wrap our brain around. How could that be possible?
Numbers we will attempt here to explain this. It is complex. It is not a simple subject. It is not A plus B equals C. It is more complex than that. But we will attempt to explain this. Okay. A number in your reality, a number is assigned to an energy. So a number is representative of an energy. So it is a representative of a divine energy, of a way that you can manage this energy. So for example, we will give the energy of 8. The energy of 8 is power. So numerologically, the number 8 represents power. So power can be managed in 2 ways. It can go to the dark side. It can go to the light side, you see. So each number that you have in your third realm assigns itself to an energy outside of the third realm, which is pulled into the third realm to be managed, you see. Okay. Yes?
And I don't know what that was. Somebody had their speaker on or something.
Okay. So what you must see is that your number system assigns itself to the corresponding energy outside of the third dimension and pulls it in, you see, to be managed by the individual that is pulling it in. So you must pay attention to this. You must pay attention to this because the number that you are that numerologically represents maybe your birth number is an energy that has been provided to you to manage your life with, see,
No,
to manage optimally your life.
that's too bad.
So,
Wonder how it would get out of its well there.
I don't know who that is.
we will continue here. So all things that occur, such as star alignments, planet alignments, retrograde, all these things that you see, numerology, all these sciences that have been lost, are a way to manage the energies that are particular to you and your life, and how to manage them in a way optimally works for your highest consciousness. Does this make sense, dear sister?
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm gonna let it gel. What you've said to me. Maybe listen again. I'm guessing.
For example, do you have your numerologically your number that represents your birth number? Do you have that?
Yes, I did work it out at one point, but I was born. It was an interesting thing because I always thought my birthday was one day, and we always celebrated it that day. But it turned out to be the next day because I was born in another country, and so I feel like those are both belonging to me. So it was 4/9/1964 was the actual day, but the day that we celebrated was 4/8/1964.
So
I
you
didn't
must
even
add
know.
these numbers up. You must add
Yeah.
these numbers up. You must learn numerologically what that represents for you, because that is an energy. And that is an energy that you must work with within your life to optimally create the consciousness that your path provides, you see. It is not simple, but we suggest that if you are interested, that you study the science of numbers, because this is a powerful way to understand the energy that the number is assigned to that represents your life. Namaste.
And could I ask this one question just to clarify a little?
Yes.
So then I'm guessing then that, or thinking that when I see, for instance, the number 11 and I notice that, that's a kind of a message to me, for me personally. It's not like, or when they say, well, today is a number such and so forth, and I hear that, then I'm meant to get that message. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are no, your world is not built on coincidence. The cabals of your world wish you to believe in coincidence, but it is not a reality in your world. There are no coincidences. All is purposeful. And we will tell you that the number 11, which many have seen over and over and over again, is a mastery number. It is a mastery number. It is telling you to master yourself, to master your dimension, to master your life. If you see 11, it is calling you to become the master that you are, you see. That is what it represents. But we cannot teach a numerological lesson here. We suggest that all that understand what we are saying, that numbers represent energies, divine energies that are pulled back into your third dimensional realm, that you study this and you learn this so that you can master this. Namaste.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Namaste.
Very good. Would there be any further questions here before we release John?
Greetings, Moses here.
Yes.
Yesterday, we had quite an incident from 9 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I witnessed something quite interesting. I actually witnessed more chemtrails But this time, the chemtrails expanded multiple countries. And it was relentless from 9 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I spent all day doing as you had guided me to which is to pray and to call for help. And I just wanted to know, and this covered an area from Baja to Los Angeles. I just wanted to see if you could check if these prayers had any effect in helping the people in the area from these chemtrails. Thank you.
I will tell you that prayers always have an effect. They always have the effect that the one that is asking for them wants here. So if you are asking for the chemtrails to be lessened or to not be as devious as they are planned to be or anything, whatever it is, then know in your belief system then what you are asking for is created. You see? Just as the one that spoke the last time we were together, last week, the one spoke of the ability to change the chemtrails with their own mind, with their own belief. And that is an example of your creative ability and your power that you have within you to bring about change in any given situation here. So yes, the answer is yes, it is certainly and did have and will continue to have a positive effect as that is what you are intending here. So Shana.
We will share. May we share, dear brother?
Yes, thank you.
Dear brother, the one you know as Jesus, the one that is also called Yeshua, came to your realm, came to your planet, and taught 12 men to perform miracles as he did. His most famous quote-unquote miracle is changing water to wine, so that those that were celebrating a wedding would have the wine that would assist them in celebrating, because in those times that was a sign of abundance, you see, that those that were marrying would have unlimited wine. It was a sign of abundance for their wedding, you see. So he said, the great master said, that you will do works beyond what I can do, but you must believe. We will tell you that your belief in yourself, your belief in others, that these chemtrails can be transmuted to perfect clean air is what is needed here to clean your skies. It is a belief, you see. It sounds strange, but it is a belief. You must believe in yourself. You can pray, but pray that you know your own power. Pray that you are developing and understanding your true divine power to do the works that this one Yeshua said you could do. That will clean up your skies, you see, that you understand your own power, that you ask the divine to imbue you with belief. Namaste.
Very good. Then we are done for the time. Need to release channel. Shoshana, do you have any parting message here?
we will just say that there are many examples of each individual being. There are examples of the power that each has to give to the world. It is not that you must hide your power. It is not that. It is that you must lend your power to the world and that you must work with it, you see. You do not have to serve your ego. You must serve your highest self, your best self, by lending the world your power in each moment. Namaste.
Very good. And we say, be at peace as you remain within the eye of the storm as the storm rages around you. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.
This call is being recorded.
And so, beloved family, we are welcomed into this perfect moment. I ask you to take one deep, cleansing breath as we begin. For this is the breath of life, the breath of love, the first and eternal gift from Source. Here now we focus our attention on the threefold flame within our heart. The golden flame in the center is our eternal connection to Source, activated with every heartbeat, and the golden thread that rises from it connects us to the central sun. See this golden flame grow and expand to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental body. The pink flame, which represents the feminine aspect, and the blue flame, which represents the masculine aspect, come together in perfect harmony and balance, dancing together to create the violet flame. Picture the violet flame growing and expanding to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. As you picture this for yourself, know that you activate these energies within every human heart, rising up, raising up into perfect unity. Now, visualize yourself holding your arms out to your sides. This is the diameter of your tube of light, a beautiful, seamless pillar of white light which keeps you protected and insulated from this moment on. Visualize beloved Saint Germain and his violet flame inside your tube of light. Feel the love, the power, the purity all around you. Breathe it in. Visualize the violet flame outside your tube of light for added protection. We now call upon beloved Archangel Michael and his sword of blue flame. This brilliant, blue, and powerful sword of truth. Feel how it fits your hand perfectly. Bring it to your heart chakra. Set your intention. Raise it up. Swing it around your head and then down around your entire body and 2 times under your feet. Feel how the violet flame consumes and transmutes all these energies you have released. Feel the freedom you have achieved. We also ask our beloved Goddess of Purity to hold space in all these areas until the ascension process is complete. Now take a moment. Look down your tube of light. It is bottomless. It continues down into Gaia, inner Earth, and connects you to the crystalline energetic structure of Mother Earth. Now look above you. See your tube of light. It is never-ending, reaching high into the heavens and connects us to the galactic central sun. So now we say, thank you, beloved mighty I Am Presence, for this tube of light, which keeps me invisible, invincible, and invulnerable to all negative creation, and keeps me free now and forevermore until I am sealed in the eternal freedom of my ascension. And we thank thee, it is done. For the light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. And the mighty I Am Presence is that light.
Now, remaining in your tube of protective white light, just focus a moment on your breathing as you take several deep breaths, breathing in the light, and exhale out any negativity, stress, any kind of problem. Just let that go out with the exhalation of your breath as you're doing nothing now but focusing within yourself and becoming more and more centered within yourself. Letting the outside world just drift away, the external world. This is your internal world now. Just focus on going within and take a deep breath, breathing in the light in through your nose. And hold it and exhale out any darkness. One more time, breathe in the light and exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and become aware of all of your chakra centers. As you know, there are 12 chakras, and for the most part, most people on the planet have 7 activated, or even semi-activated. But for those of you in this group, you have 9 that have become activated and reactivated. So focus on those 9 chakras now, from just below your feet, the Earth Star chakra, all the way up through the top of your head and above your head to the Soul Star chakra, and the 7 in between. So focusing now on the Earth Star chakra just below your feet, see that as a deep brown color, earth brown color. And know that as you focus on that chakra, you are connecting to the earth. You're connecting to Gaia. But not connecting at a physical level, but more at a metaphysical level. And this is your grounding point, grounding to the earth, grounding to Gaia. Now moving up to your root chakra at the base of your spine. See that as a bright, brilliant ruby red color. Moving up to the next, orange. To the solar plexus area, yellow. to the heart center, deep blue-green. The heart center being the midpoint, the balance point between the 4 lower chakras and the 4 upper chakras. Just above the heart center, the high heart center, which has become reactivated, magenta. The throat area, sky blue. To the third eye in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. To the crown chakra, the top of the head, gold or violet, silver. And then to the soul star chakra, just above your head, pure brilliant white. Now as you focus on the chakras, not so much focusing on the colors themselves, although that is your focus, but it is beyond that. As you focus on those colors, the high intensity of the colors raises the vibrational frequency within that chakra, thereby raising the vibrational frequency within each gland that is associated with those chakras. So you are raising the vibrational frequency of your entire etheric body by doing this experience or this exercise. So more than just seeing the high vibrational color, feel the vibration there. Feel the higher frequency. Feel your entire etheric body vibrating now. Vibrating. Now merge your etheric body, or all of the chakra centers, into your soul star chakra. To see them all merging together into your soul star chakra, all of the colors coming in into the brilliant white of the soul star chakra, and the ensuing higher vibration that you feel there as your conscious knowing self now moves into that soul star chakra, or what is now your light body. Your light body, or your Merkaba light body, Merkaba light vehicle. You can see that as a three-dimensional six-pointed star. And in that three-dimensional six-pointed star, or your Merkaba, feel yourself rising up as if you were rising up in a small scout ship. Rising up higher and higher, leaving your physical body behind. The more that you can see your physical body falling below you, the more out of body you are. Just let yourself rise up higher and higher through the clouds, all the way up past the Earth's atmosphere. Become aware of all the planets in the solar system, the great sun of this solar system, all of the millions of ships. Then as you look back down at the Earth, look back down at Gaia, see the crystalline grid, or the Christ consciousness grid, that surrounds the planet, connecting to all of the sacred places, all of the ley line sacred places across the planet. Know that crystalline, which is the crystalline grid, is connecting to the carbon of the Earth. But it is the carbon of the Earth, the carbon cellular structure of the Earth, of Gaia, that is connecting now to the crystalline grid. And the carbon filaments of the Earth are becoming more and more crystalline. And as you, each of you, are a product of the Earth, product of that carbon structure, cellular structure of the Earth, you are now connecting to the crystalline grid. So feel yourself as well as Gaia herself connecting to this crystalline grid. And your cell, your structure within your body. See that now transforming more and more into the crystalline and connecting to this crystalline grid. Your physical body was not able to connect to the crystalline grid prior to this experience. But now feel the connection to the crystalline or the Christ consciousness grid. And as it is the Christ consciousness grid being a much higher consciousness, higher frequency, and you connecting to that now, then you must be of a higher frequency, a higher vibration, and a higher consciousness. Otherwise, you would not be able to experience this. So feel that connection. Not only see it, but feel it. Feel yourself, your etheric body, your astral body, and yes, even your physical body vibrating at a higher and higher rate. Know that you are doing this as individuals now, but also as a group together. And where two or more are gathered in my name, there shall I be amongst them. To know that you are connected now to this Christ consciousness grid. The Christ is within each and every one of you. In a sense, you can feel yourself being born again of the Christ. Now, as you begin to move back towards your physical body, bringing this Christ consciousness, this connection to the Christ consciousness grid, or the crystalline grid, feel it coming back with you. That higher vibrational frequency as you come back into your physical form. Feel the vibration coming back into your physical form as well. Your physical form now vibrating at a much higher rate than previously. You may feel it in your spinal cord as the Kundalini energy becoming activated within you. You may feel it within your head as a pressure within your head. You may feel a tingling sensation through your body. Or you may feel nothing at all, and that is okay too. And just let your etheric and your astral body merge back completely with your physical form. Come back now into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed.